So these are the rules of the debaters. Allow me to read out the rules of the debaters. So the first rule is saying each participant speak for 5 minutes. The bell is sounded at 3 minutes and again at 4 minutes. 30 seconds, at which time the speaker has 30 seconds to finish up. Rule number 3 is saying the speaker will have additional 20 seconds to finish their sentence in case they are caught by time. Anyone speaking for longer than 5 minutes will incur a time penalty. No interjection or point of information to be raised for the team captains. Any point of information or interjection for the speakers should be raised after the warning bell. So the point of information is clearly that to be raised after the bell is rung. Not more than 2 interjections will be accepted from the same person. POI can only be asked if the speaker accepts, but for the third time will be allowed. If a speaker declines to take a point of information, the opposing team member must sit down and wait for another 10 seconds for an opportunity to interject. Heckling and uncharacteristic remarks are out of place and will be penalized by the adjudicators. Teachers and members of the audience are also asked to show utmost respect when a student is delivering a speech. Attempting a quiz question or a spelling word, personalized individual remarks are not tolerated, and both teams are asked to refrain from using offensive language when challenging an argument. Offensive or hurtful speech is not tolerated by this program and goes against the ethos of the competition. These are the rules of the debate. So we need to follow the rules and we pay our maximum respect so that we go on with the program and we complete it successfully. So allow me to start by the judges. Are we ready so that I call the first speaker on the stage? Or it is your turn? Sure. Okay, allow me to call the first proposition team captain. That is none other than Achong Mayan Ai from Alekma Academy. You are welcome to the stage.
First of all, I would like to recognize the presence of time manager, moderator, secretary, both proposers and opposers. My dear judges, it starts not forgetting you, my dear audience. In front of you is none other than Tongmenai from proposition side, here to propose the motion that boys and girls should be equal. I propose it due to my points of view. To begin with, I would like to define the motion. Boys are male children or young male people, and is a conjunction used to connect words or part of sentences. Girls are female children. Should is used to show what is right, appropriate, etc., especially when criticizing somebody's actions. Be is used to say who some something belongs to or who it is attended for. Equal, the same in size, quantity, value, etc. as somebody else. To begin with, I would like to introduce my teammates. Our second speaker is Aman Job. She's in primary 6. She's going to talk of the gender gap in poverty gets larger, inequality in employment sectors. Not only that, but she's also going to talk about equal share of domestic works. Our third speaker is Nicolatin. She's in primary 8. She's going to talk about equality in God-given directive. Not only that, but she will also talk about it saves life, improve performance in schools. I'm the captain of proposition side. I am in page 7. I'm going to talk about that boys and girls are born equal. It results in better health care. Not only that, but I'll also talk about balance in population. To begin with, I would like to start with my first point. My first point is that boys and girls are born equal, with the knowledge of biological differences in mind. And I believe that both boys and girls are equal in value and dignity, because they are all human beings. And according to Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted in 1948, states that I quote, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and right. Thus, boys and girls are equal. And this is why I am strongly standing before you here to tell you that boys and girls are born equal. Through the table, Mr. Honorable Moderator, here the judges, and back to you, audience. Secondly, I would like to talk about balance in population. There is a high population of girls compared to boys, or specifically women and men, due to our primitive mindset that girls cannot join the army. This led to boys mostly being sent to battlefields and die in large numbers. Thus, there will be more girls, causing most girls being left without husbands. Many girls have now resorted to slavery, and gold diggers. Boys and girls should be treated equally, such that they should balance, so that they keep balancing the population. Without going far, I would like to summarize my points. I have talked of boys and girls are born equal, balance in population. To conclude with, in conclusion, I want to ensure that boys and girls are equal in values and dignity, in the provision of all aspects of life. Girls and boys are doing equal things, and that's why I say boys and girls should be equal. Thanks.
So this one is from our first speaker from proposition side from Alekma Academy. That is none other than So allow me to call the first team captain of diplomatic nursery and primary school. That is none other than Rita Robert Wall. So welcome, honorable, to the stage.
Okay, first and foremost, I would like to submit my maximum degree of respect to the table of Mr. Moderator, pen holder, chief judge of the college, accurate timekeepers of the two antagonistic parties who are battling for today's debate, while not forgetting you, my dear staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am Honorable Richard Robert, a Brahma 7 pupil from Diplomatic National Grammar School, standing firm as the captain of the opposing team to strongly oppose the motion that reads, boys and girls are equal. So, Honorable Moderator, before I proceed with into my points of argument, I would like to first elaborate on the main phrase. Boys, these are young male gender who are below the age of 18. Secondly, girls, these are young female gender who are below the age of 18. Finally, equal. This simply means the act of being in the same side, for example, quality, value, and privileges. Prior to this explanation, Honorable Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I haven't came here alone, but I came with a number of honorables who are none other than Hagana Flora, Michelle, and Tip, who are also willing to propose the motion with me. So, to this, Mr. Moderator, permit me to quickly proceed into my points of argument and begin with care and protection. To begin with, protection and defending. This is a person or an organization that protects something or somebody. So, men have frequently been associated with the roles related to protection and defending, both within family units and in broader society. So, this has included protecting their loved one's property and in some cases serving as military or law enforcement roles. So, Honorable Moderator, this point of mine can best be explained by the help of a quotation. And this quote is taken from the Bible in the book of Luke chapter 11 verse 21. That scripture says, a strong man is completely armed or guarded. His own house and his own things are safe. Here is my quote and I hand on the table of Mr. I hand on to the table of Mr. Judges back to leaders of tomorrow. Not only that, but also I would like to elaborate on caregiving and caregiving and decision making. So, this is a process of caring for somebody, providing them their needs and for their health protection. So, girls have traditionally been associated with the roles related to caregiving and decision making. So, Honorable Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is not only that, but it has included raising children, cooking, and managing household responsibilities. Thank you for your warning. Managing household responsibilities and nurturing for the family member at their easy stage of their life. While boys just only spend their time in playing cards, smoking, and only come home to ask for food, just limited their fathers. So, how then can we say that boys and girls are equal? And that's why I'm saying that boys and girls are not equal. I would like to handle this beautiful point with the table of Mr. Moderator, the judges, and back to the leaders of tomorrow. Finally, I would like to elaborate on family relationship. This is a way in which a person is related to somebody else in the family. So, girls have traditionally been expected to maintain and nurture family relationship, including being emotionally supportive, mediating conflict, and creating a harmonized home environment. Girls play a vital role just like their mothers in protecting the family. Thus, boys and girls never relate. And that's why I'm saying that the motion is in an opposite way. It is supposed to be written that boys and girls are not equal. I hand on this point to the table of Mr. Moderator, the judges, and back to the leaders of tomorrow. In my summary, I spoke about caregiving and domestic work, which means the process of caring for somebody. Secondly, I spoke about family relationship, which means the way in which a person is related to somebody else in the family. Finally, I spoke about protection and defending, which means a person or an organization that protects something or somebody. In my conclusion, I would like to remind my colleagues from the opposition to line up with me for the line to be straight, saying that boys and girls are not equal to this note. I strongly believe that I have fully proven and convinced my opponent on matter of my opposition. Thank you very much for listening.
Okay, this one very great from the speaker, the honorable from the side of diplomatic school. So allow me to call the second speaker from home team, that is none other than Honorable Aman Guy Jok.
My maximum congratulations. High honor the office of moderator, time manager, secretary, judges, guests, staffs, not forgetting you, my dear audience, preposition and opposition side. In front of you is a man that I was introduced by my colleague. Before I go on with my points, I would like to rebuttal the point said by my colleague. She talked of boys and girls are equal. As she said, with the knowledge of biology in minds, biological differences in minds. She believes that both boys and girls are the same because they are all human beings. As she said, according to Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Beings adopted in 1948, and what all human beings are born equal and in equal identity. And also, she talked of balance in population. Yes, there is a high population of girls more than boys. Imagine if you count the number of girls that are here and the number of boys will be less than the number of girls. Because now we have that primitive mind that we say girls cannot join the army. As she said, how can a girl join the army? Girls must also join, so they should be in equal population. As she said, girls will introduce being slave queens, also introduce prostitution because they have no men, that they will not be married. So I support that point 100%. And also she talked of it results in better health care. As she said, in our families, if both boys and girls fall sick, parents will give the boy good medical care because they think that boy is more important than a girl. But according to God, everyone is equal. That's why He created all the people the same. If you take good care of boys and you don't give girls better health care, that will neglect girls. They will be moving on the roadside. I submit this point to the table, Mr. Honorable Chairperson, via the judges and back to the audience. To begin with my point, my first point is gender gap in poverty gets larger. This is likely because some girls don't get the same education and job opportunities as boys. And then when girls get married, they will not work because they are not educated. If you think that boys are more important than why did God create them all? So the reason why I said they are all equal because God created them all. And also in evidence, my family trapped in cycle poverty and I got victim is parental discrimination. Not only that, but also we talk about equal in employment sector. Yeah. It's allowed.
Thank you. You say that both boys and girls are created by God, and we all know that. But do you know that there are differences where a boy can be better and a girl can be not better? So, according to the women or men who are protecting the country, the percentages of boys is 35, or men is 35. Meanwhile, for the women, it's 65. So, if they want to be equal, why was it not 50-50 for us to know that boys and girls are equal? So, they are not equal. That's why men are more than the women. And this, I hand on the table of moderator. Then you listen back to the leaders of the morning.
Okay, it's okay. Your point is correct. But the problem that boys are less than girls is because that boys can be taken to the field that they are trying to be armed and they will be killed. As my colleague will talk of it according to the Bible, Exodus chapter 2 verse 1. It talks of King Pharaoh allowed people to be killing all baby boys, girls, so that they should not be kings, so they should not change him, which is not good. And also, unequal in implementation sector, this slogan widely known as ladies first. This is mostly used by male employers to discriminate against boys' opportunities to ensure equal treatment in all offices. Please, my dear judge, these people they apply for the job, but the man accepts this girl and says that, and then this man asks that, why have you chosen her? And I have PhD and she only have BSc. But he answered, her back is technically better than your PhD, which is not good. That's why I said boys and girls should be equal. And not only that, but also, I would like to talk about equal share of domestic work. Our society's domestic work such as cooking, washing utensils, general cleaners in the house are given to girls, while boys are given hard work like digging in the field, during such and doing other work that are not accepted for us. Please, my children, according to United Nations Girls Education Agency, I told you that this work that is given to boys and girls make them to fail in school, which is not good. That's why I said both boys and girls should be equal. I would like to conclude by saying, please, my dear opposers, let us not go against our children. Both boys and girls are equal. That's why God created them and put them on the same earth. Thank you.
This one is from our second speaker from the side of hosting school, that's Alekma Academy. So allow me to welcome the second speaker from the visiting school, that is Diplomatic Primary. The second speaker, that is Agana Flora. Welcome.
First and foremost, I would like to submit my maximum degree of respect to the high table of Mr. Moderator, pen holder, chief judge and co-judge, accurate and keeper, the two antagonistic parties who are battling for this night's debate. Why not forgetting you, my dear staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I, by my name, am called Agana Flora, a primary 5 people from Diplomatic National and Primary School, standing firm to oppose the motion that says that girls and boys are equal, which I strongly disagree because of my following reasons. Mr. Moderator, may I allow me to rejecting as strongest and possibly on what just my concurrent speaker has just said? My concurrent speaker came from the proposition team and treated us into my members by saying that number of boys are here now, there are many, there are less. These are not all. Some remain behind. Like, for example, if you go to custom, will you get that girls are many? Which means girls are many than boys. That is why I strongly disagree with the motion. Mr. Moderator, I would like to proceed with my strongly point. To begin with, family basic need. This is the act of supplying the family with the things that they need or want in order to survive historically. Boys have often been expected to participate in parenting and child rearing responsibility. This involves the role of the primary provider for their families. In this case, girls are just to receive and do responsibility like cooking, where on the earth is a giver compared to receiver. I strongly disagree educated to participate in parenting and child rearing responsibility. This includes providing emotional support, guidance, and have been actively involved in their fellow siblings' lives, like participating in school fees payment and hospital bills. Like me, for instance, I have been paid and supported my brother. That is why I will continue to disagree with the motion with this clear evidence. That is why I'm saying that girls and boys are not equal. I handle this point of mine through the table of Mr. Moderator, via the judges, and back to you, my audience. Biological differences. This refers to the process and the state that occurs in the body and cells of an organism. Boys and girls have often inherent biological differences in terms of physical attributes and certain aptitudes. These differences stem factors such as sex chromosomes and hormonal variation, leading to distinct physiological characteristics. Like, for instance, boys on average age may tend to have greater upper body strength, while girls on average age may display verbal and social skills. This therefore proves that girls and boys are not equal. That is why I'm saying that girls and boys are not equal. I handle this point of mine through the table of Mr. Moderator, via the judges, and back to my audience. In my summary, I have spoken about family basic needs, which means the act of supplying the family with the things that they need or want in order to survive historically. Fatherhood and parental involvement. This simply means the state of being a father. Biological differences. This refers to the process and the state that occurs in the body and cells of an organism. I would like to support my argument with a quote taken from an article released on 11 March 2021. It says that females typically have XX chromosomes and males typically have XY chromosomes. I handle this quotation of mine to the table of judges and back to my audience. In my conclusion, I would like to remind the proposition team to come and line behind me and let the line be straight, saying that girls and boys are not equal. To this note, I have strongly believed that I have fully proven and convinced my opponent on the matter of my opposition. Thank you.